Hey there, guys and gals. Melodic Symphony here. I've got a nice bottle of water next to me, and we're ready to go. So, we probably have about 2 weeks of using this schedule before we have to swap over to a slightly less busy one. It seems we're pretty good on money for now. So, at one point in time, it's like I want to drop one of these, but at the same time, I don't think I really need to. I don't know. Let's just go. Finally, though, it's time to get back to my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter and a few continuations from last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I really don't have to learn new names this quarter. Well, I even see a few familiar faces in class, and it looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. I also notice another vaguely familiar face, a red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around before. Max notices me and looking and just follows my gaze. Looks like Roxanne got into this class as well. Huh. And before I can ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him. Welcome back. To all of you who didn't fluck out of 101, you're not completely brain dead. Welcome to the class where you actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing, there'll be homework. The majority of your grade this quarter is going to come from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we've discussed in class, so I don't think you can skip my class all quarter and bullshit your way to a grade A paper. And wow, Professor Task is being really harsh right at the beginning. That being said, as some of you know, I'm a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. And if you'd like to know more about it, come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try and stay awake out there. The professor turns on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lesson. By the time class is done, I've already got a page of notes to look over tonight. It's impressive that he's not wasting any time. We get right to work, which, well, it's kind of nice. I see I'm going to really have to apply myself to get through this class. Either way, I think I've got enough on my plate without thinking about trying whatever experiment the professor's got on mind for us. I pack up my things with the rest of the students here and head out the door. Glad to be outside again? Outside again. My head. This is promising to be a long quarter. So early in the new quarter, and I've already got a ton of work to do. I wasn't expecting college to ramp up so quickly. I have to work just as hard to keep up with it all. Which is why I decided to take care of eating quickly and efficiently here at the cafe. I'll just get some extra studying time in. Is that going to be all for you? This will be fine. Thanks, Isabella. If you need anything else, I'll let you know. See that you do, hon. She smiles at me as she walks away, swaying her hips. Her work outfit's actually quite cute on her. I crack open the first book and start reading, and I'm trying to read and eat at the same time, so it's starting off a bit slowly. I'm starting to get into it, though, when the door opens and one of my classmates walks in. Anne! Oh, hey! I didn't know you'd be over here. Let's give it. Oh, hey, Carmen. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little studying done, just trying to get to work. Oh, yeah, I totally get that. Can I get you something? And, well, why Isabella's helping Carmen, I do my best to look very busy with my studies. It's not that I'm trying to ignore Carmen, it's just I just really did come here to get to work on my studies, and, well, luckily Carmen seems to take the hint, and after giving me a smile and a wave, she just goes over to one of the other tables to eat her food. A few hours later, I take off feeling pretty good about how much work I got done. Okay, come on. Can I? Was there really no events? There we go. Maybe I should click back here. I'm a little surprised the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or, well, something. I just wandered out of my room to grab a quick snack, and I guess it's going to be a quiet night. What? No, that's stupid. We're gonna watch my show. My movie is not stupid, it's fantastic. I think your movie might be the one that's steeped in stupidity. And, there it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen, and it looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way into the kitchen for that light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. As much as I'm curious about so-and-so's evil twin brother and the mistress they share, I think my film will make much better watching. Was that sarcastic? Rakesh, are you being sarcastic? Oh yes, I learned about it just yesterday, specifically so I could use it when referring to shows you like. Again? Oh, you're learning all the wrong things from America, my friend. All right, you two, knock it off before someone throws a punch. Oh, hey, Ann, both these guys have gave up listening to me about 30 minutes ago. Hey, Sally, I actually didn't just come, I actually just came down for some snacks. I thought everyone had gone out for the night. And it was pretty quiet until you all started yelling. It's Rakesh's fault. He refuses to bow down to my superior taste. Well, this would be resolved if Isabella would acknowledge that I have brought the better entertainment. Well, did you have an opinion, Sally? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting in the middle of this one. Which just leaves you one. Come on, be the tiebreaker. What? Why should I be in the middle of this argument? Well, but now both Rakesh and Isabella are staring at me expectantly. The movie's outstretched in their hands. I grab the DVD cases from the two, taking a moment to look them over while I reconsider. Isabella seems to have some kind of TV show bootleg DVD. The back is mostly in Spanish, but the word telenovela catch my eyes. Rakesh, on the other hand, has handed me some kind of Bollywood movie. His case is mostly in Hindi, and I've seen a few posters like this around the web. The others are starting to look more impatient as I mull it over. And while I try to make up my mind, I glance between Isabella and Rakesh, and Isabella's trying to look sultry, but... Well, Rakesh is just looking at me excitedly and expectantly. He seems so genuine and excited about the movie. And I'll admit, an actual movie sounds more interesting than a TV show. Okay, Rakesh, so what's this movie about anyways? Ha! Okay, give it here, please. And I will put it on. This one is pretty new, and the reviews are great. As the movie comes on, it's just got subtitles so we can all follow the plot along. It seems to be a comedy about a small-time crook who falls for a respectable lady. And there are some song and dance numbers, so I guess it's kind of a musical, too. It's actually a very funny movie. The jokes are broad enough that they don't really take a lot to get, but they're really well-timed. Lots of slapstick and the like, and also despite the people bursting into occasional song, the story's actually pretty compelling. The crook finds a little girl and then falls in love with her as much as, well, with the pretty other lady, and wants to adopt her, with the real father dies. Overall, everyone seems to be enjoying the film a lot. Rakesh especially seems pleased that we all enjoyed it, and I even catch him singing along with a few of the verses. When it's all over, Rakesh just looking at us, beaming proudly. All right. It was a good movie. Fine. I think it's best you get out of her. Wow, that was wrong. That was all wrong. I think that's the best you're going to get out of her, Rakesh. Well, I thank you for your vote of confidence, Anne. I am very glad you enjoyed it. Anytime, Rakesh. Anytime. My mouse, it's like scroll wheel is like super sensitive, so I tap it and it just goes crazy. Okay. Now, I got two choices. I can continue, or I can continue. Should we just do one more? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think it would start instantly. Finally time for a new class. I haven't really met this professor yet. I hope she's a good one. I've been looking forward to taking this class. She can't certainly be weirder than a few of my other professors. And as the final chime sounds, the professor walks in and steps up to the podium at the front of the class. Greetings, all. I'm Professor Merriweather. Welcome to Intro to Anatomy. Oh, I'm not one for standing on ovation, and you're all here to learn, so let's get right to it, shall we? For starters, let's get a couple of you down here for an example. Any volunteers? I'm a little nervous, but I'll stick my hand up in the air. It's always good to get yourself out there as a go-getter student. Okay, you over there. Your name? Anne, ma'am. Good. Come down here and stand over there. I start heading down the aisle to stand slightly to the left of the teacher. All right, let's see what else we got. Yes, right there, Anne. Who else? Butch, please come to the front of the class. Well, a rather small guy with thick glasses approaches the front of the class. I had requested to use my middle name, Terrence. Please, Professor. What an interesting name. I wouldn't have expected that. And the poor thing looks pretty flustered. Clearly, he's not happy about the name. This is why I go by my middle name. Nobody ever thinks I'm a Butch. Sorry, no nicknames. But, moving on. Butch, you stand on my left. Butch grumbles but stands to her left. So, anatomy. We've all got it. This is an intro to it, and I'm assuming all of you took a high school biology class, yes? So I don't have to start with the basics. These are two humans. You got that? All right. You can never be really sure with the state of the public schools these days. So let's start talking a little bit about the differences between men and women. We're about to get into depth on some of these topics later in the course, but right now it's good to understand which aspects are universal and which aren't. Just from looking at them, the standard differences are apparent. You can see the young lady here who is apparently rather lucky in puberty and also sports the larger a child-bearing pelvic bone. That's just basic sexual dimorphism. I can't believe she just said that. I'm probably blushing very badly, but well, I can manage to stay quiet at least. The professor continues like that for most of the hour, talking about the differences between the two of us, where evolution likely played a part, and well, what parts are most likely holdovers from our oldest times. It would probably have been a fascinating lecture if I didn't have to be a living doll for her to point out for the whole hour. And finally, she just gestures for Butch and me to sit down. We head back to our seats as she finishes up her lecture. When the bell rings, everyone files out a little overwhelmed. And Butch, come here for a moment, would you? Damn, I was almost out too. Thanks for being my guinea pigs today. It's always nice to have volunteers. Oh, and glad to see you stuck to one or two, Butch. Well, yes, I need the credits, Professor Merriweather. Well, I hope I can count on you both to volunteer to help me in the future. I'm always happy to help, Professor, though I don't know how comfortable I'll be standing in front of your classes, especially if you're going to be describing me all the time. Oh, no. Mostly I'll probably just be using you to demonstrate muscle movements and such. It's much easier to understand on a live person. I'm sure it'll be fine. Plus, it means you get that much closer to the education. You seem sharp. I think you'll pick up on things nicely. All right, go on. I'll see you both next time. And, well, as we leave, Butch gives me a shrug and a long-suffering sigh. Ugh, I know what he means. It's going to be a long quarter. I'm already almost done my water, God. I'm terrible at managing that. All right. I think that's everything off my reading list for this quarter. The Brain for Dummies, The Idiot's Guide to Anatomy, my big book of the body. Professor Merriweather really doesn't think much of us, does she? Well, at least that's all done. Time to head home and get down to reading them, I guess. So then I totally sacked him. Must have sent him flying like 40 feet, right? And then he gets up and he's like, "Where's my bed? I need a nap." And oh wow, apparently Chad and Isabella are out on town as well. I have to admit, I'm not sure what she exactly sees in that guy. Maybe this is a chance to find out. But then again, there's no reason to be a stalker. Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to go home. Whatever she sees in Chad is no business of mine. After all, I could always just ask her. I head back to Latin House and hole up in my room with my basic anatomy books. They really are the most basic of books, and well, hopefully I'll get more advanced readings as this quarter goes on. Later that evening, I hear Isabella and Sally coming through the door. God dang it. Immediately wanted to say Sammy. I hear Isabella and Sally come through the door laughing about something. I guess something happened out there today? Ugh, oh well. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a quiet afternoon as I head back to my room from the bathroom. I wonder if everyone else has gone somewhere. No, Mama. Mis clases van bien. Well, I guess not. Isabella's door is open. Looks like she's putting away laundry while she talks to her mom, I guess? Los muchachos me tratan bien. Me estoy divirtiendo aquí. Sí, estoy trabajando muy duro en mis estudios. Tienen un bien. Programa para maestros aquí. She's obviously pretty deep in conversation, and I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I should bother her. And of course, just as I'm thinking that, that's when she makes eye contact. Luckily, she smiles and waves at me. I'm still not sure if I should go in or not. I really shouldn't. I simply waved back at her and moved down the hall towards my room. I'm a bit curious about what she was saying, but I guess I can just ask her later on. For now, I think it's time to just chill in my room for a while. And from the little I actually know of Spanish, she was just talking about her classes, I'm pretty sure. And talking about her classes and friends, from what I remember. I don't know. I'm terrible at Spanish. If you guys haven't guessed, after me saying it, 6 or 7 times? Let's go. There we go. That's a more reasonable time. I forgot with, Rakesh's, you get weeks that are, super, super busy. And then you get weeks that are oh, there's, nothing here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And, well, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.